Fuck all the way off, dude. Who's here? Just me? That's not fun. Wow! Point blank with a pistol.
Seals victorious.
Megan, welcome back. God, it feels good, like, knowing that I can actually, like, speak and be heard. Who knows how long I had the damn thing muted. I just can't seem to do anything right. I won't beat myself up over it too much, I suppose. Just like if people show up and all they hear is music and gun violence with no interaction, it's just like, whatever, alright. What you up to tonight, doll? Magical, terminate, or alleviate this morbid despair. Who's shooting at me? Wow, what? Wait a minute. I I was still running and moving around. What the hell? That was weird. Hanging out. Researching. Researching? Researching what? How to escape America? If no one's allowed to leave anymore? Sorry, my bad. What was that?
The mercenaries have been eliminated. Seals victorious. Bomb planted.
I don't know. Oh, the Abrigo Garcia shit? Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking beyond terrifying, honestly. It's, incredibly fucked up. Like, it's been bothering me for days now how horrifying it is. And, you know, of course, like the mega prison down there and shit. Also about the new California gas tax that got paused. Ooh. Really now? Why is my gun up? Who's nearby? Oh my god! Excuse me.
The mercenaries have been
Wow.
eliminated. Seals victorious.
Fuck you. Oh my god, oh god.
The seals have been eliminated. Mercenaries win.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This song fucks harder than a roided up gorilla. Oh, behind! I'm free! The power! Oh! Institutions supporting murder! No! I won't support it! Wow. Get the pressure! I feel the pressure. Be like you! is your turn to be judged. You get what you fucking deserve! You son of a bitch!
The mercenaries have been eliminated. Seals victorious.
Zabezpiecz mi tyły!
Hello, everybody. Welcome. What is going on? I just realized this is snowy. It is a snow map. It fits so damn well. Where's Sans and Papyrus? What? Just no damn luck on this fucking map, I guess. Lord. Appropriate. That's right, love. You're absolutely correct.
The mercenaries have been eliminated. Seals victorious. Bomb planted.
Damn great song, but it'll likely get the stream taken down. So, I wanted you to know. Oh, this one won't. It sucks that whatever song plays. It sucks that this stream is contingent on like how protected a song is or not. Ooh, Crossroads control points? Fucking yas. God damn it. Soft as fuck, soft as fuck, soft as fuck, soft as fuck. Soft as fuck. So. Who's got a song? Someone, anyone, everyone. Request a song, I will put it in the queue. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played control points on Crossroads. This is lit.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
قنبلة سأرميها عليهم.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
قم بتغطيتي.
No, no, no! I'm gonna get you! I got you! Fuck you from way over there. This guy's got it.
Nav
This
point
guy's
secured.
got it. What? Damn, nice shot.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
Aim is real.
لقد مات.
Hell yeah.
Nav point secured.
This was like my album of the year personally for 2022.
The mercenaries have been eliminated.
Endlessly ruminate.
Seals victorious.
Such a long time. When I was in Jerome, Arizona a year ago, and just tasting some of Maynard's wines at the Caduceus Cellars outlet there in town. I think it was the day, like the following day after I stayed at the hotel. I think they had this album going,
Secured.
and I was like, "Oh my god, it's great! I love this album." They said that they hadn't heard it yet, and oh, I got it still. Fuck you. And so this had this whole album going, all 10 songs, while I tried Maynard's wines. And Billy Howardell's great. Guitar player from A Perfect Circle.
Nav point secured.
Goes from
Nav point secured.
the sky. Be the same again.
The mercenaries have been eliminated.
Oh.
Seals victorious.
This guy picked up an STG. Wow. The same again. Oh, hi, baby. Spinell's just taking a cute little cat nap right behind me. She's probably comfier than hell.
Nav point secured.
I use my
Nav point secured.
my felt blanket as like the sheet on top of the sheet. Oh, fucking shit. Oh! Oh, it's gotcha,
Nav
bitch!
point secured.
Oh no! Oh no! What? Ah, whatever. Do do do. This song's too good to pass up.
Mercenaries have been eliminated.
Hey, angel, it's over. Shut. Savory. Savoring your sympathy. Bless me, see you feign surprise. I'm alright. You're all you need to be, angel. Whatever position we consider fit to put you in. Protest your complicity. One of the sexiest songs ever made, dude.
Nav point secured.
Everybody's so used to this being a demolition. It's just like, nah, go and get the control points.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
Y'all ain't gonna catch me. He taught me, he taught me, he taught me.
Nav point secured.
Sing now. Oh, this guy's gonna beat me to it.
The seals have been eliminated.
Ah, lame. We could have won. Oh, we did. But
Mercenaries win.
no, no, no. Oh, what a grenade.
Nav point secured.
Girl, you gotta get that. Girl, you gotta stick with it. Girl, why are you moving? What are you
Nav
doing?
point secured.
There you go. I've been
Nav point
through the
secured.
desert on a horse. Felt good to be out of the horse. Oh. Yet another song I adore.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
I gotta pee real bad. Right back.
The mercenaries have secured all nav points. Nav point secured.
قنبلة.
Mercenaries win. Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
Oh, blimey. Horse with no name. You know what?
Nav point secured.
Fuck it, I will let that one play. Come get me, copyright. I don't give a shit. Unironically, a great fucking track.
Nav point secured.
Mine. Fuck you! And the horse you rode in on. Been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name. 'Cause there ain't no one to give you no fame. La 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 la.
The mercenaries have secured all nav points. Nav point secured. Mercenaries win.
Been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name. 'Cause there ain't no one for to give you no fame.
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
ذاهب إليه. قتلته.
Nav point
Thanks for
secured.
covering my ass, dude. You saved me. I was about to say, I got you.
Nav point secured.
Been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt
Nav point secured. Nav point secured.
Get him. Well, you got him.
Mercenaries win.
Fucking these people, dude. It's like
Nav point secured.
if the iPhone was made in America, it would cost $3,500, and some people are like, "Oh, at least it's not slave labor. This is not child labor." It's just like, dude, wait until you hear what kind of labor makes your clothes and your shoes, bruh.
Nav point secured.
Ah. I adore this song. Alone with You. Takes me to a different world, a simpler world.
The mercenaries have been eliminated. Seals
A
victorious.
world where I can just forget about shit. Don't buy foreign clothes, Apple factories, guys, foods, and that's claim will actually be 30,000, not 3,500. $30,000? Or did you accidentally add another zero?
Nav point secured.
And there have been multiple claims about how much it would actually cost, but like the wait time would be forever. Did you see the? I haven't shown you my new video yet, love. On my political channel, I actually made a video about this, about how dumb the trade war is and how senseless the tariffs are, and how so much of it just doesn't
Nav
make
point
sense.
secured.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Why am I still running? What the fuck?
Nav point secured.
I love cashews, but don't buy them because child slave labor. Really?
Nav point
I would pay
secured.
$3,500 for no suicide nets at Apple factories. I mean, you paying more for
Nav point secured.
little
The
reason
mercenaries have secured all
for an
nav points.
iPhone's not going to make those
Mercenaries
suicide
win.
nets go away. Nor is it really going to even change the labor practices that China engages in. I mean, it would take several years for the industry to basically move from China to the United States. Even at that point, China holds a majority of the rare earth minerals that we need to actually like produce and manufacture those electronics and technology anyway. And that goes for the shit that we use in defense, our appliances, our planes, radar, GPS, our cars, etc., etc., etc. It's all from China. It's like if we're gonna like have the U.S. as like home base for all this shit, like China still has all these elements. It's like, come on. Some article estimated 30 to 100K for a singular phone. Insane. Yeah, I love cashews too. I'm a peanuts guy. Like, cashews are fine, but they're a bit too soft, I guess you could say. They get real mushy. I mean, peanuts do too, but they're a bit, I guess, rougher. They're more sturdy? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But, I just know this. Fahim and Sarwat have the same stance. And Imam and Fawad, whatever, have the same stance as well. Wild. GG justifying Apple's corruption. I'm not justifying shit. It's like, what do you like? So the chick factories, machine shops, and brazing and assembly things that already exist here, and the fact that rare earth is already not eligible for U.S. purchase. I thought like they literally just made it that. They just changed that. I mean, if those rare earth materials are not eligible for U.S. purchases, like, then how are we going to manufacture here? We have the elements, just not the refineries. Well, I mean, and that's what I'm talking about too. Like, we need the infrastructure in place before putting tariffs in place to incentivize investment and development in the United States. This is all just backwards. It doesn't make sense. I like cashews better than peanuts flavor-wise. I would agree with that. Texture, they're equivalent to me. Yeah, a little bit. They're very, very similar in that regard for sure. Flavor-wise, I do prefer cashews. Like, if you see me with a bag of salted peanuts, like in-shell peanuts, you know I am an anxious mess. And feel like torturing myself because it's a lot of salt. Sucking on the shell, cracking it open with my teeth, and then eating the peanuts inside. Yeah, kind of like sunflower seeds. Ah! You got me in the face! Literally just changed that. Yes, expanded restrictions during buying term, but some of those restrictions already. Yeah, I mean it's a really recent thing. I know what you're talking about now, and I don't think this would have happened if Trump didn't put tariffs on China during his first term to begin with. Oh, I didn't know about this spot. This is a neat little spot. But yeah, no, I do spits. Spits are okay. Um, they're not my favorite Sapphire Seed. I think those are a bit more uh, cheap, if that makes sense. I don't know. The quality of Spits pale in comparison to David's Sunflower Seeds, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, there used to be this band called Jumbo, which was fine because it was like low sodium. Because I always get reduced sodium David Sunflower Seeds, and even those are salty as fuck. But the big seeds are okay. Spits are alright. It depends on what flavor you get. Then you got the Frito-Lay Sapphire Seeds, which is like a long load tube package. Those are garbage. Those are a pain in the ass. They're like sharp and they're small, and yeah, just not good experience with those. It was before the election. I thought it was December when that happened. Either way, China has been making moves to distance themselves from reliance on U.S. trade. And a lot of it has to do with the Trump tariffs of the first term. Son of a fuck, dude. That's a bad grenade, and you should feel bad. But China eventually realized, okay, we need to not rely on the U.S. so much. So we need to invest at home and not rely on the U.S. dollar. You know, it's just speeding up now, especially. Like the dollar's devaluing. They're selling off their treasuries that they hold here. It's just bad. Harvest and roast seeds yourself. That sounds hard and annoying. Well, I might though. I mean, that's something we can do together. I'm being a little facetious. Obviously, I'm being a little exaggeratory. You know, whiny because it's funny. And that was just the additional restrictions, not the original program. This is like 2022. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, this really is the Chinese century, if you ask me. It's like embarrassing how bad it is right now for the U.S. on the world stage. We do pumpkin seeds every year. I love that. I've done that a couple times too. Not me specifically, but I think my dad's ex-girlfriend, when we did pumpkins for Halloween one year, we collected all the pumpkin seeds, roasted them, and seasoned them in, like, there are like 3 different seasonings we did for them. I forget what they were, but enough to cover like an oven tray, you know, or 2. Like one flavor of an oven tray of pumpkin seeds, one flavor, then another one would be a flavor, and then another one would be a flavor. And damn, do I love pumpkin seeds. This song is a fucking banger. I hope not. If the main global power is that authoritarian with that much class division based solely on government involvement/approval, it will be a hyper-fascist century. You are completely correct. And even without the advent of China, it's going to be that way anyway. It's very much going to be that way. And a lot of it is going to be driven by AI. Because who controls the AI? The billionaires. And do you think they're going to give a fuck about humans? Oh, we are in for such a dark future. It's not even close to funny, dude. Oh, man. Look, China's doing everything they need to correctly right now. Reaching out to everybody, hey, free trade, come and get it, free trade. You know, making deals with Vietnam now, making a joint trade agreement with Japan and South Korea. It's like, what the fuck is happening, dude, really? Meanwhile, the U.S. is not a safe place to invest in because it's like, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next month? Like, we have tariffs on everybody right now. It's like, the dollar is dropping. Treasuries aren't even safe anymore. Bonds certainly aren't safe. Like the U.S. as like a global superpower is bleeding out in front of everybody's eyes. Don't like it, walk out. We still have all your fucking money. I am everywhere at once and I will cut you. Percent tariff is the same as my local income tax. Good lord, need a fucking discount, Lamau. I mean, it's not just about like our purchasing power. It's about the betrayal of our global trade from the standpoint of the United States. Unclear terms, flip-flopping on policy, flip-flopping on positions. It's like the markets require trust and stability. And if that's not a thing, then investors have no reason to keep money in the United States. Not to mention, no corporation or company owes any loyalty to the United States, especially if they can do business for cheaper elsewhere. It's like, why invest here if it's just going to cost fucking billions upon billions of money that's not even guaranteed to pay off in the end, you know? Not to mention, we're very likely headed for a recession anyway, so it's just like... Betrayal to describe not allowing foreign countries to ban our products and tariff us when we have free trade agreements with them that we're honoring. Like we're being tariffed for our products by countries that we have free trade agreements with. Because it makes sense to tariff some of our products, like the fact that like Canada tariffs us and our milk for like almost 300%, is because yeah, Canada has a huge dairy industry that they rather their consumers purchase rather than import from another country. It's like, yeah, Canada, it makes sense. Like, they want to protect their industries, their dairy. So it's like, that kind of tariffing makes sense. And then there's like India. Like, they don't want to import a lot of our foods because a lot of countries don't allow certain certain products, certain things that we make our food with or that we put in our food to be in any of their food. And this goes for a lot of European countries as well. Like they don't use it, and Asian countries, they don't use a lot of their foods don't include a lot of the crap that we put in ours. For example, correct two policies. Makes sense for us to tariff some of their products. We can bring protections too. I don't disagree with that, but fucking when you're doing like an across the board tariff based on shitty math and then walk it back and then just say like 10% on everything, it's just like, what are you trying to protect? You're just raising the price on everything. What industries are you trying to incentivize to focus like on like American central products, you know? This take is so anti-American, it's hilarious. What? What? Like, it's anti-American to say like, oh, Canadians should buy Canadian dairy products, or India shouldn't fucking have to import products from the US if they don't allow their own food to be made with the products that we make ours with. Certain additives, certain chemicals or dyes or shit like that, you know? With them tariff us while we don't tariff them. Meanwhile, we subsidize our ag industry and no struggle. Our manufacturing industries face. I see we focus on food. Well, yeah, I mean, we need food more than we need tech. 10 was the base for this shit math. Yeah, we said we sent it this shit math because of feedback. Right. Do you think only our ag industry is tariffed, to be honest? I would imagine not. I mean, what else do we even make here in the United States? What do we actually make here? What do we export other than agriculture, food, meat? Oh, sure, you're talking about the bands fighting their tariffs.
Mercenaries win.
Oh, right, yeah, like the bans. But I'm talking about like the tariff that Canada has on us. That's absolutely a real thing. So yeah, I mean, American dairy is not banned from Canada, but it's a lot more expensive. And it's not just them. That's just shit. Bombs. Yeah, duh. I forgot. Yeah, because like war is a fucking racket. How could I forget? The goddamn military-industrial complex. We literally export war. It's a great great reminder. Yeah, it's such a great thing that we do. So fantastic. Finance over half of the world's dictatorships. Much these days, it's true. Prop up dictatorships and give billions of weapons deals to human rights violators. Fucking capitalism, baby. Is this suppression? Ball sacks. Oh well, I was out. Never anyway. Cars, tech, hardware. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that Canada only tariffs dairy. But I'm talking about that as an example. It's like, that's a smart way to do tariffs. I'll just have to show you my damn video. Cars, tech, and the hardware. I mean, a lot of our cars aren't even, well, I mean, still though, our cars and our tech and hardware, a lot, if not most of our components come from Asia, primarily China. So like, even though we export a lot of these things, we still rely heavily on countries like China and Taiwan to make them in the first place. This song slaps. Ah! Use the scouts to find out plots. Self-defense, more stuff. Yeah. These tariffs are protectionist. Most countries do this. Sure. I mean, no Chinese chips. Yeah, not for cars, but a whole lot of other shit. My coworker basically like insulted me this morning. He was ranting about something in the office and something about like tariffs or something like that, and I remarked, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, this administration is super incompetent, so, I mean, that's what you should expect. And he basically said I was stupid for thinking that this administration is incompetent. Like, he was upset about it. And I couldn't even, like, get a word in edgewise. He's like, how do you not think this administration is incompetent? Like, he straight up telling me, like, you literally have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, I do though. Like, I follow politics very closely in my downtime. I have a channel, I have a show. Like, it's just like really dismissive and insulting. It's like I've never seen that side of him before, and it was it's kind of what made me record the video today. Google DFA RS. I'm playing a game. What is that in a nutshell? The regulatory status for industries. Yes, U.S. government relations are supposed to get to provide. The regulatory status for industries, or the outsourcing of our industries for cheaper labor, and then the regulatory state getting blamed. Say they're incompetent is the question we'll take. I don't know how anyone can look at the Trump administration in the past several months and Trump's constant flip-flopping, the mixed messaging from multiple cabinet members and Trump himself, and think that they're not in some form or another incompetent. Like it's embarrassing. Like they've had to walk back multiple things. They've been fucking rounding up U.S. citizens and sending them to a fucking concentration camp in El Salvador, and then they're like, oh, we can't get them back. Sorry. It's like, how the fuck? What? How? How are you not able to keep track of who you're sending? And it's because they don't care. They want to send U.S. citizens there. They want to send... It's the deal they made. Because what are we going to do about it? If they're arrested, we can only make military ship with countries who have good relations with ICE. Okay. Outsourcing is directly linked to the regulatory state. You're saying they're getting done for no reason, obviously inaccurate. Okay, what is the regulatory state doing that's making them outsource, though? So this thing, as relayed by me, or is it narratives is encompassed? No, the actual messaging from the White House itself, from the cabinet members. Maybe the problem is that media represents it in this way. Not as much. I mean, Fox absolutely, yeah, because it's like they literally frame everything that Trump does as genius or the art of the deal, the fucking just stroke his fucking mushroom phallus. Because they have to. They're the cheerleaders of the Republican Party. So of course there's going when something is clearly wrong and affecting a lot of people, they're not going to frame it in a way that makes the administration look incompetent or fucking like they're getting shit wrong, you know? No, we did not track deported people after they deported. That was a necessary requirement to apply. Well, we're not deporting people, though. We're kidnapping them, and then we're trafficking them to a concentration camp. Like we should know exactly who we're deporting, should we not? And how is that a ridiculous requirement to imply? Like, what? Then who are we deporting if we have no idea? If we don't know who it is and we're not keeping track, then what the fuck? Like, that's fucking terrifying. GPS tracking, safety features, maybe upcoming remote shut off. That. Huh? Captain's not speaking against themselves. Media represents it that way. Actually, with the articles, no, like. The media is not representing that way because they are literally saying conflicting things. The whole tariffs thing is a perfect example. They couldn't get the story straight. They couldn't get the reasoning straight. Believe it is weak. I miss Kaylee. I don't know who either of those people are. Kidnapping people in our country is illegally is quite the framing. It's literally happening. Like the fucking journalists, the people who are getting kidnapped off the street by plain clothed individuals who don't identify themselves and then get taken God knows where. It's literally government kidnapping. Yeah, we know we are deporting non-citizens according to what, ICE? Because apparently, like, U.S. citizens are being fucking taken, like, sent to El Salvador as well. To track them after the deportation. Well, that seems like a problem. The directives for every single person deported. Well, it seems to me this administration has a gigantic problem on their hands because U.S. citizens are being rounded up and sent to El Salvador. There's that hairdresser guy. There's the Garcia guy. Apparently, like 70 to 80% of the Venezuelans that we're deporting or sending down there to fucking El Salvador don't even have a goddamn criminal record to begin with. So it's like, not only are they not being sent home, they're being sent to a death camp to be worked to death. This isn't even the political stream. We were going to talk about this tomorrow on the left coast, but they wanted U.S. citizen taken to El Salvador. Kilmar Abrigo Garcia. Or wherever citizens. That is wrong. That is wrong. They were here They were here illegally. Garcia is a U.S. citizen. Oh, the press secretaries. No criminal record, illegal entry. That's not a felony. Like that's a civil offense. That's not a criminal offense. Oh man. The Christian government of Venezuela take to rather than letting them get sent to. Maybe we should send them to. What are so is there an issue right now where Venezuela is not accepting flights of deportees? Is that what's happening right now? Or does the United States government just deem Venezuelan migrants as de facto terrorists, de facto gang members, therefore to El Salvador you go? No due process. Keep in mind, they're like, this administration has been saying they don't get due process. that that's that's a gigantic issue. That's literally fucking unconstitutional. Also, Garcia has never legally resided in the United States. Okay, let's. All right. A Maryland man deported to El Salvador a month ago with a government lawyer called an administrative error. Documents were released after weeks of pressure on the government to prove this contention that Enrique Garcia was blah 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 blah. Justice Department records not produced by public. The LP officers assessed Abrigo Garcia was a member of the investigation gang during her arrest in 2019. The criminal history at the time was the documents also state, and his attorneys have denied that he is a gang member. Prince George's County Police Department detailed March 2019 how it approached Abrego Garcia with three other people for loitering at a Home Depot parking lot in Hyattsville. So the co-father who was there looking for day labor work. Okay. Let's see. The officer said such insignia. Okay, so police said he was wearing a Chicago Bulls hat and hoodie with rolls of money covering the eyes, ears, and mouth of the presidents on the bills. The officer said such insignia indicating see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil was indicative of the Hispanic gang culture. The officers had consulted with a reliable confidential source who advised that Garcia, blah, 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 is the rank of Chiquillo, the monitor of Chile, and the gang. With a reliable confidential source. That's the best they got? Okay, what about the actual documents? Handover to immigration authorities wound its way through the legal process later in 2019, and immigration barred him from being sent to El Salvador. The order said he approved he had a well-founded fear of future persecution from local gangs. Was granted withholding of removal from the country. Was allowed to stay in the United States temporarily and receive a work permit. So it's almost like maybe this guy was here to escape gang violence because El Salvador's not a fucking pretty place to live. Just like any fucking place down there south of Mexico. Years later, in 2025, immigration agents stopped Abrigo Garcia in the IKEA parking lot. He was deported to El Salvador days later on March 15th. Supreme Court ruled last week that the government must facilitate his release from the prison. 9-0, by the way. Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele said in the meeting of the White House that he would not release Abrigo Garcia, probably because he's fucking dead. Okay, of course, nothing in here saying fucking Christy Nolan's fascist piece of shit ass. We hear far too much in the mainstream media about sob stories of gang members and criminal illegals and not enough about their victims. What fucking victims? What crimes did this guy fucking commit? Police determined during the 2019 arrest with two other people who were working with Abrigo Garcia in the Home Depot parking lot were gang members, citing one man's criminal history and the other man's tattoos, as well as information from a person who is past, proven, and reliable source of information. Okay, police determined, but of course, still no fucking proof. Don't we say that the four men said that they were citizens of El Salvador, not present in the United States, and they were president in the United States illegally, and that they didn't have immigration documents on them. The documents released Wednesday from the Department of Homeland Security said police identified two men, one of whom was Rico Garcia. They have been previously determined in the murder investigation. Not being connected to the investigation, documents say, and he was never charged. A page of the document includes a contradiction. At one point, it says Abrigo Garcia did not claim a fear of return to his country, but later says it did claim a fear of return to El Salvador. Okay. The document said Abrigo Garcia claimed he had presented sufficient evidence to refute the gang allegation, including character references and the lack of criminal record minus traffic offenses. This guy's been here for fucking 6 years. More than 6 years. Another document, court agreed to pay bond after his arrest for the allegation that he's going to his arrest whether in support by other evidence in the record. Reason for the respondent's arrest, given on its form 1213, does appear at odds with the gang field interview sheet, which states that the respondent was approached because he and others were loitering outside of a Home Depot. But add that it still found the allegations of gang membership to be supported. What? Because he fucking wore a shirt? Because of what he was wearing? Fucking really? Responded there's no rival. Brigo Garcia responded there's no rival evidence on the record to support that he is a member of MS-13 and that the allegations is based on hearsay relayed by a confidential source. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just fucking hearsay. It's just an assertion made by someone. There's no actual fucking proof. Side of the documents, wife, temporary protective order against him, case dismissed. Since then, she's been a strong vocal supporter of her husband's fought for his return. No one's perfect, the marriage is perfect. There's not a justification for ICE's action of abducting him and deporting to a country where he was supposed to be protected from deportation, according to the courts. The Supreme Court even said 9-0, bring this guy back. And now we have a constitutional crisis because fucking the Trump administration is like, no. And now the the judge that oversees all this shit is holding them in contempt of court. Alright. Trinidad de Arugua's terrorists were involved in outlining signs of the Trinidad membership. That's not what's being talked about. We're talking about MS-13. Came in illegally, ordered deported, according to who? Argued here, holding order. Yeah, shortly after marriage wife, they with help from the deportation authorities given the work permit, but he was not residing legally, so the deportation order. We had no agreement with any other country to deport him. Declares MS-13. Yeah, because Trump declared it based on no fucking evidence. What, he was wearing a shirt. But it doesn't apply anymore. They're supposed to have a USCIS judge approve that removal, but they skipped that step because the MS-13 link was weak. Yep. Now El Salvador has him their own jail. Calling it a jail is a stretch. The court make a foreign citizen return to their own country. Said two high-ranking members $1,100 cash of the gang. Facilitate, but the lower court stepped its place if it took long to read and forgot about the gay barber. We're talking about Garcia right now. We can talk about that, the other barber who was abducted and sent there. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think a guy like this, no criminal record, even if he was fucking. Even if he was here 100% illegally, he shouldn't be sent to a fucking camp to be worked to death. A camp that you can't fucking get out of. No one fucking deserves that shit. Like, if you commit a heinous crime in America, you should be imprisoned here in America. You shouldn't be sent to some camp outside the jurisdiction of the United States, extrajudicially, mind you. Where the fuck is the actual due process? Why was this guy fucking sent to in El Salvador prison? Why didn't he just get fucking sent like back to the country? Like, hey, here's a flight to the country of El Salvador. Good luck. Why was he sent to this fucking labor camp? This concentration camp. This isn't even my fucking political channel. When comment about the barber, you forgot you commented on that, and I thought it was how the place took too long to read. I was reading as fast as I can. I didn't want to leave out any details, but yeah, I'm just saying if they can do that to this guy, they can do that to literally any U.S. citizen. And if due process doesn't exist, it's like, how do you prove that you're not a terrorist? The government could just deem you as one, and bye-bye. You're dead. You're going to be worked to death. You're going to be fucking slaughtered like fucking like cattle. In a fucking prison, stuffed in a cell with 70 other people with no fucking daylight. Oh my god, dude. Sent to his own country and they put him in prison based on their own knowledge. You know, the president of El Salvador called him a terrorist. What terrorism did he commit? It just pull it straight out of his ass? Did he just make it up? Everybody's fucking lying about this shit, dude. This is how Gitmo works. Yeah, and I don't believe that Gitmo should exist or still be open. It is a torture camp just like Sikhat. You know, Trump's saying on a hot mic, yeah, we should send homegrowns there. So we should send U.S. citizens to a fucking torture facility. It's like, they don't need to send Americans to a foreign. Yeah, they don't. You're right. They don't need to. That's what I'm fucking saying. I'm gonna get too upset about this. We'll talk about more tomorrow on the other channel in the stream. Just fucking